Stop being dramatic, we aren't showing up. My brother messaged me half an hour before the adoption finalization party. We're in Miami for my startup launch. 90 seconds later, my dad texted, I put $2,850 on your Amex for the yacht rental. Clear the balance. I typed back, copy that. That afternoon, I signed the legal papers with 62 empty seats behind me. I was never the golden child. That crown belonged to my brother Marcus, and everyone accepted it. I was the reliable mechanic who rebuilt my parents' transmission for free, paid off Marcus's credit cards, and swallowed financial hits nobody ever thanked me for. I run a landscaping business. It involves calluses and early mornings, but it built a solid life. That life was entirely for Maya and the boy we were trying to adopt, Julian. When we announced Julian's adoption was approved, my family barely blinked. Dad grunted and turned up the TV. Mom said, well, that's a burden, in the tone she uses for property taxes. Marcus asked if Julian had behavioral issues, then talked about his crypto portfolio. No celebration. Maya caught it all. She didn't cry on the drive to Oak Park. She just kept her hand resting on my knee, staring blankly. I told her they lacked emotional intelligence. She whispered, I know. We organized a massive catered barbecue to celebrate the final decree. 70 guests, a rented pavilion at Centennial Park, a live bluegrass band, and a custom treehouse. I paid the $1,200 pavilion doll fee in March. Marcus swore he'd bring drinks. Mom promised to arrive at noon to set up banners. Dad actually said he was proud to officially hand Julian a customized baseball glove to welcome him. When I told Maya, she wept. It was a rare, vulnerable moment. But the spring was hell. Marcus lifted $950 from the party fund jar to pay for marketing materials and blew it in Vegas. We found out when the caterer said our deposit bounced. We covered it by skipping our anniversary trip. Then, Marcus showed up to Julian's final social worker visit completely intoxicated, complaining about his ex-girlfriend until the caseworker demanded he leave. Maya locked herself in our bedroom afterward. I sat outside listening to her muffled sobs. When she emerged, she said she just wanted Julian to feel like the center of the universe for one afternoon. I swore I'd make it happen. I was a fool. Saturday morning, I was at the pavilion by 11 a.m. The banners were hung, the smoker was running, and the custom baseball glove sat perfectly on the gift table. It was everything Julian deserved. My family was supposed to arrive at 1 p.m. By 1:45 p.m., Maya's extended relatives filled the picnic tables. My side of the pavilion had my foreman and an old college roommate. I checked my phone and texted Marcus. The bubble sat on delivered for 3 agonizing minutes before his reply popped up. Stop being dramatic, we aren't showing up. We're in Miami for my startup launch. I stared at the screen until my dad's follow-up arrived. I put $2,850 on your Amex for the yacht rental. Clear the balance. I stood frozen by the oak tree, feeling my chest hollow out completely. No rage, just absolute terrifying clarity. I typed, copy that, shoved the phone into my jeans and walked back. Maya was standing near the microphone, watching my face. She instantly understood. She stepped forward and grabbed my arm in a death grip. We proceeded anyway. The judge, who agreed to do the ceremonial signing at the park, called Julian to the front. Julian smiled so hard his cheeks flushed. My foreman handed him the baseball glove instead of my dad. The photographer snapped away, catching the exact moment Julian legally became my son. The barbecue was beautiful but subdued. We got Julian to sleep by 9 p.m. At 2 a.m. I was sitting at my kitchen island in the dark. My parents have lived in a 4-bedroom house in Naperville for 8 years. What they always conveniently forget is that the deed is entirely in my name because their credit was destroyed in 2018. I opened my laptop, logged into a premium real estate portal, and accepted a $450,000 all-cash offer from a corporate flipper who bypasses inspections. I signed the electronic transfer, authorizing a 14-day eviction notice. I opened our family group chat and dropped the PDF of the finalized sale. I added one single sentence, hope the yacht was worth it. Your locks get changed on the 18th. I shut the laptop, walked upstairs, and finally went to sleep.